Surgery Quick Board Review. A 58-year-old patient with a long history of type 2 diabetes and advanced peripheral neuropathy presents with a warm, swollen, and progressively deforming right foot, despite reporting no significant pain or recent trauma. Which of the following conditions best explains these findings? A. Osgood-Schlatter disease. B. Paget-Schroeder syndrome. C. Kimmel-Steele-Wilson's disease. D. Charcot joints. E. None of the above. Let's talk about it one by one. A. Osgood-Schlatter disease, commonly seen in adolescents who are athletically active, especially if their sport involves sprinting or jumping. What happens in Osgood-Schlatter disease is that the point where your distal patellar tendon inserts, particularly at the tibia, gets ossified or hardened because of repeated mechanical stress. Think about it as if your quadriceps muscles are playing tug-of-war with your patellar tendon. Gradually, the tendon pulling the soft tibial tubercle will create microfractures right where the tendon attaches. Typically, this condition causes severe local pain in the area of the tibial tubercle. This is not the case here with our patient in terms of risk factors or disease presentation. B. Paget-Schroeder syndrome. This is a part of a disease entity known as axillary subclavian venous thrombosis. Axillary subclavian venous thrombosis has two types, primary and secondary. I'm not going to talk about it in detail, but for primary, it is also known as Paget-Schroeder syndrome, venous thoracic syndrome, or effort thrombosis. It comes with different names. In the primary form, no clear cause for the thrombosis is identifiable at initial evaluation. Patient with primary axillary subclavian venous thrombosis often has a history of performing prolonged repetitive motion activities. This creates micro tears and irritation on the inside lining of the vein, causing blood clots. It usually happens through a very narrow tunnel between the head of the clavicle and the first rib in association with the subclavius muscle. The clinical presentation can be asymptomatic or may present with upper extremity edema, tenderness, and visible venous enlargement. Letter C. Kimmel-Steele-Wilson's disease. Kimmel-Steele-Wilson disease, also known as Kimmel-Steele-Wilson syndrome or diabetic nephropathy, is a severe, progressive kidney complication caused by long-standing diabetes. It damages the tiny blood vessels, particularly glomeruli in the kidneys, that filter waste, which can eventually lead to end-stage kidney failure. This is not the case here for our patient. Letter D. Charcot joints. Charcot joints are seen in diabetic patients wherein the main cause is neuropathy, secondary to elevated glucose levels. What happens in Charcot's foot is that both sensory and motor neuropathy cause unrecognizable injury to the foot, causing continuous micro-injury until the middle of the foot or the arc collapses. The Achilles tendon pulls the heel upward. At the same time, the ground pushes the toes upward as the person steps. Hence, the racker's bottom deformity. So the answer here is D. Charcot joints.